Hi, this is Sarah Mikesell with the Poultry Site, and today we're here with Dr. Mercedes Vazquez-Anon. She is the Senior Director of Strategic Initiatives and Accounts Collaboration at Novus International. Thanks for being with us today, Mercedes.
No, thank you. It's quite an honor to be here, and thank you for giving us the time to talk about Julia. We just had a symposium where we really cover Julia's contribution to science through the years, and she was really an amazing woman, and her contributions have expanded from the 1980s, where she did a lot of work with methionine, to understanding the role of sulfur amino acids in poultry metabolism, absorption, conversion to methionine, and so forth. She also worked on antioxidants and oxidative stress, and that led to a lot of the work with antioxidants such as sanoquin. In the 90s, he did a lot of work with gut health and early feeding development, and that led to technologies such as Oasis and hatching technology that really allow for the gut and the intestines to develop quickly early on in the life of the chicken. She did also a lot of work with gut health in general, and that led to technologies such as blend of organic acids. His name is Activate DA. She also did a lot of work with Clostridium and Coccidia, developing a Coccidia vaccine called Advent. And all of this was really done through extensive research and well-thought research, and that led also to really good review papers in the area of gut health. We mentioned the most cited paper for poultry science actually was written by her on antibiotics. At that time, she was looking at ways to replace antibiotics, and then also she did work with organic acids, developing animal models to look at how you can modify gut microflora. She looked at early development of immune system and also bone development and skeleton development. She did a lot of work with understanding bone, how the skeleton is developed early on, and how important nutrition is so you can avoid lameness later on in the life of the bird. And last but not least, she did a lot of work with developing the technology of Mintrix, which is bisquylate trace mineral, and its role, the role of trace minerals also in skeleton development, immune system, and so forth. Well-rounded scientist. She was a great cell biologist, and but was able to collaborate with many people in the nutrition side. So that what makes her such a strong collaborator. Anyway, so that's some of the things that we talk about in the symposium. But we also had speakers to talk about her experience with her. And we have a very young scientist that's working on early nutrition, and she really described her current work in early feeding and novo feeding, and how the work from Julia from 20 years ago impacted her work. We also had Dr. Todd Applegate talk about how he interacted with her during his graduate school time, and how that had impacted then his students. The same as Dr. Walter Bocci. He did work with her in oxidative stress, mitochondria, and liver metabolism. And so there were great discussions of how her work have changed our lives and our scientific progress, and we just have to thank her for all her time during her career that she spent with many of us.
Very good. And I wrote down a few words: pioneering, dedication, innovation. Those are all words that were used to describe Dr. Dibner. And I didn't have the opportunity to video interview her, but I did talk to her a couple times when I was doing some writing for Novus during my career. And she was a delight. I mean, she just really wanted to help people learn. She was a natural educator.
Right. She was, and a mentor, and a collaborator. So she used her strengths, which were in cell biology and immunology, and that really complement with so many people that come from more of the physiology or nutrition. So she really very quickly figured out how to complement people's work, and so that's why she had so many collaborators.
Very good. Well, I'm so glad that you had the chance to really honor her memory and her work. Not just, I mean, and she didn't just impact here in the United States and Canada. She was a global force in the poultry industry.
She was. Her presence was in Asia, South Africa, Europe, Latin America, everywhere.
That's awesome. Well, thank you again for taking time to tell us a little bit about her work.
My pleasure. Thank you.
This is Sarah Mikesell with the Poultry Site.